There is a law of human nature few dare to practice, a law that flips the world upside down, a law that turns ordinary women into obsessions and desperate women into queens. That law is withholding. Most women have been trained to give affection, attention, reassurance, availability. They give everything in the hope of being chosen. But giving endlessly does not create devotion. It creates boredom. It makes you predictable. It lowers your value. If you want to command more, you must give less. Withholding is not cruelty. It is not indifference. It is strategy. It is the ability to resist the impulse to overexpose yourself, to resist the hunger to be validated, to resist the urge to fill silence with endless gifts of your energy. Psychology proves this. Studies on scarcity show that humans value what is withheld more than what is abundant. A limited edition, a rare gemstone, a disappearing opportunity, all captivate because they cannot be easily obtained. And the same principle applies to you. When you withhold, you create scarcity, and scarcity creates value. Think of the woman who replies instantly, who always says yes, who never pauses before giving affection. She is sweet, but she is not magnetic. Now think of the woman who offers warmth sparingly, who replies when she chooses, who allows silence to linger. Every gesture from her feels like treasure. She has not changed what she gives. She has changed how much. And that difference makes her unforgettable. The human brain is wired to crave what is uncertain. Dopamine, the chemical of desire, spikes not when a reward is guaranteed, but when it is unpredictable. This is why gamblers become addicted. This is why lovers obsess over the one who gives mixed signals. Consistency soothes, but inconsistency enslaves. By withholding, you introduce uncertainty. You do not always smile. You do not always answer. You do not always reward. And in that space of maybe, desire grows uncontrollably. But withholding is not just for romance. It is equally powerful in leadership, in friendships, even in family. The leader who says little commands more respect than the one who explains endlessly. The friend who is not always available is valued more deeply when she appears. The family member who sets boundaries is treated with greater care than the one who bends to every demand. Because giving without limit teaches others that your presence is limitless, and what is limitless becomes worthless. Now imagine yourself as a fountain. If water flows without end, people stop noticing it. But if the fountain flows only at rare times, people gather to watch. They wait eagerly for the next display. This is what you must embody. Withholding is not about starvation. It is about rhythm. It is about giving in a way that makes each gift precious. A smile, a touch, a reply, a moment of attention, all become magnified when they are not guaranteed. Picture a man texting you late at night. The desperate woman replies instantly, trying to prove she is worthy. The high-value woman waits until morning because her time is sacred. When she replies, her words are worth more. Picture a rival trying to provoke you. The insecure woman lashes back, giving energy to her enemy. The detached woman withholds. Her silence cuts sharper than an insult. This is the art, to give little and command more. The danger, of course, is balance. Too much withholding, and you become cold, unreachable, soon abandoned. Too much giving, and you become ordinary, easily replaced. The genius lies in alternating. Reveal, then conceal. Approach, then withdraw. Give, then withhold. This rhythm keeps people hooked. It is the rhythm of obsession. But why does this rhythm enslave the mind? Because humans crave resolution. An unfinished song repeats in the brain. A half-told story keeps us restless. A smile that does not always appear burns brighter in memory than one that appears every day. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. We remember the incomplete more than the complete. By withholding, you become the unfinished story. The smile that was not always given, the warmth that appeared, then vanished. You turn yourself into a mystery that others replay endlessly. Even mythology knew this truth. The sirens did not sing endlessly. They paused, they lured, they withheld the promise of completion. Cleopatra did not reveal everything at once. She offered glimpses, keeping Caesar and Antony addicted. Even modern psychology proves it. People chase what they cannot fully possess. So how do you practice this art without slipping into cruelty? First, control your responses. Delay your words, your actions, your rewards. Not to play games, but to show you are not governed by impulses. Every pause you take teaches others that your energy is not free. Second, curate your presence. Appear in social spaces selectively. Let absence sharpen your impact. When you are always there, you fade into background noise. When you appear rarely, you dominate the room. Third, master the small gestures. Do not overwhelm with grand displays. A single glance can seduce more than endless flattery. A single sentence delivered at the right time carries more weight than hours of chatter. Withholding is about precision, not absence. Fourth, always keep something hidden. A secret, a layer, a mystery. Let others wonder what lies beneath. Do not give your whole story in one sitting. You are a novel, not a pamphlet. And finally, discipline your heart. The urge to overgive comes from fear. Fear of loss, fear of rejection, fear of being forgotten. But the truth is this: overgiving guarantees loss. Detachment guarantees remembrance. Think of the people you still remember from your past. Were they the ones who gave you everything easily, or the ones who gave, then withdrew, leaving you haunted by what you could not have? This is the power of withholding. So ask yourself tonight, where are you giving too much? Where are you flooding others with abundance that should be reserved? Where could you step back, not in cruelty, but in elegance, to raise your value? Because the paradox is this: the less you give, the more they crave. And the woman who withholds wisely does not chase devotion. She commands it. She enslaves the imagination. And she is never forgotten. In the end, to give little is not to deny love. It is to make love priceless. To reveal less is not to hide. It is to become a mystery worth pursuing. This is how you command more. This is the art of withholding.